It has been a while, but I am back with more Starcraft 2. Like before, spawning down as our blue Terran player, we have Rainer, Jim Rainer. We all call him Jimmy. And you should know who Jimmy is, of course. And spawning just to the right? Let's say right. The right of him we have Assassin, spawning as our red Protoss player. And up in the top right, I guess top left, right? Top left, we'll say top left. We have me, ImortalCap. We actually made a clan, Smell-E. And unfortunately I can't change my sound yet because of, I think it was like, I forget what it was. It's because my thing actually doesn't work, where it's just that he's at one volume the whole time. So it's kind of terrible, indeed, but anyway. Spawning to the left of me, we have none other than Phish. And at the time, the wind was racking, and it sounded like a friggin' raccoon or something, so that sucks. And my theory was, oh, I'm in an 8-story apartment now. There's no... what the hell could be in here? I thought it was like one of my cats screwing around or something, but no, it was just the wind. And for anyone who doesn't know, I didn't actually tell anyone before I did this, but I moved recently to an well, it's actually 15-story building, and that is not good. There we go. That wasn't very good, but I should have told you guys maybe before. I actually didn't know, and I tried to upload some more before we moved, but that just did not happen, which sucked, because honestly I kind of wanted to make some more videos just for you guys and for Phish. He likes watching these, so yeah, it's pretty good so far at least. And so yeah, just for anyone who doesn't know, if I take breaks like that, it's either something happening with school, or I'm just... it's usually school or me being lazy, or something in life happening. So, yeah. So, right now, 17 probes, gonna be 14, gonna be going into gas. So, me and the Protoss player this Protoss player is actually very similar build, except he did go for a late cybernetics core for 2 gateways, which doesn't make a lot of sense unless you want to get a lot of zealots out early, which of course it makes sense, but again, that zealot's gonna be like, are you gonna attack me? No? Okay. So, yes. So a stalker going to be coming up for me. That's a good thing about having an early cybernetics core. You get that stalker out and you can kite pretty much anything, except for Marines, of course, but 2 Marines can't take out a stalker easily. And a little friendly fire never hurts. Never hurt anyone, except, yeah, never mind. It hurt a lot of people, friendly fire it did. And we should be heading for expansion very soon. There we go. Damn, I'm good. So, Rainer has 6 Marines out right now, and 3 Zealots. So, the cybernetics core is up. Not actually researching Warp Gate yet, which is very weird because me and Phish's Warp Gate is almost done. Mine is being Chrono boosted out, and his is almost done. My expansion is on the way. A robotics facility will be coming down. And it looks like he's only going Marines right now, which, against both a double Protoss player, not the best idea. Honestly, you'd probably want to get some Marauders out. And, I don't know, he could do some decent damage. Sentries are out on the field, so force fields would make that pretty difficult. But finally researching that Warp Gate, that's very late, very, very late. And just now getting his orbital as well, so it's not the best timing for our Terran player or our Protoss player, but he is trying to Chrome boost that out as fast as he can. They haven't actually expanded yet. This will be done shortly. I think I memorize it a minute later. It's up now, but I kind of forget about it because I'm a smart person like that. So it should get up to like maybe 16 energy before I notice. Something like that. But I realized, oh, I'm still oversaturated and I expanded. Whoops. But Raynor taking the expansion finally, but I think this will even out because I'm an idiot and I forgot, so it's not that bad. Of course, timing in Pro League, that's very decisive. And looks like Assassin and Raynor will be taking out the Destructible Rocks here for the gold expansion, which is pretty cool, pretty smart, honestly. I mean, we could still snipe it off pretty easily, but it's not that bad. So that Nexus will be being put down. And there is me saving up for a Colossus. Oh my god, I remember this game. So many Colossus hurt a lot. And there we go, I finally get that expansion up and running. And he's almost done his, so there's basically no time difference. And first Colossus on the way, and resources should be piling in, and we will be getting more warp gates, more wave gates. Gate wave. So again, Raynor playing for more macro, maybe? I don't know, you should put an orbital on that right away. Finally getting some Marauders out that do have the Brood on the little insignias there. Emblem insignia, I guess. So I finally got my Colossus out. Forge should be on the way. And more Colossus will be getting pumped out. Like I said, there's another one. And our Terran player is going for Siege Tank, Marauder, Marine, my guess. And yes, it is. So I don't think we've lost anything so far. Actually, Raynor lost something. It's probably an SCV by the looks of it. I don't know how it got destroyed though. But yes, we're not going to look at that. Let's take a look at the income tab. As you can see, I'm getting the most income right now, followed by Raynor, and then Assassin, then Phish. He's still sitting on one base. So anyway. But Assassin's income should be skyrocketing quite quickly because of what are they called? The gold, the rich mineral fields, and yes, that will happen soon enough. So he's actually transferring a few probes, so watch this skyrocket. I actually should turn off my TV because here we go. Wait, that was the wrong remote. Oh god. Oh god. Oh. There we go. Alright, you heard that in the background. I didn't really want that there. But, hey. So as you can see, skyrocketed. Assassin's income just flat out skyrocketed. And he's going to be going for a Dark Shrine. I think Phish has a Dark Shrine? No, he doesn't. So, his signature move, not yet. He usually likes going DTs, and another Colossus is out. I am working on +1 attack, followed by plus armor very soon. 3 Immortals on being produced at a time. That's a bit overkill, honestly. So these Colossus will not be doing that much, honestly. Not that much at all. But of course, if they can't snipe the Colossus, you know, that's a thing. They're gonna take a lot of damage trying to get those Colossus, and the Colossus, you know, move around. Even with the extended thermal lance upgrade, which they do have now. So yes, Twilight Council on the way, so I can start researching +2 and +3. Also, Zealot Legs is always nice. And our Terran player's army with 3 siege tanks. I don't think he actually has upgrades. No, they do not. And neither does Assassin yet. And Phish actually researching +2. Good for him. After nailing it in his head for about, I don't know, maybe 6 months, I'm glad to see him do this, because it's really nice to see. Just, yeah. So, he's actually beating me in the upgrades game, but that'll soon change because, well, I'm chrono boosting my upgrades, so indeed that's gonna change very quickly. And Zealot legs are on the way, more Stalkers, more Zealots. I'm going for a more Zealot heavy force because I think there was an Observer. There he is, he's right there. Wait, no, that's... I said an Observer soon. There he is. It's an Observer, and he's gonna go look around for them. And I'm gonna see this Immortal heavy. It's not Immortal heavy, but there are a bit of Marauders, Immortals in that mix. So Stalkers and Colossus won't be doing terrible damage against that army. But of course, if you have a lot of Zealots that do counter Immortals, that's going to be good. So this Observer didn't find anything. He's going to go boop bop over here. And I think I'm even making more Colossus, because hey, why not, right? That's going to be 5 Colossus, and that's going to be so deadly. So Blink being researched for Phish. Not bad. Not bad at all. I think because last game we actually had a guy who did the most annoying thing where I forget what he did. Oh yeah, he blinked Stalkers up our back, like, and pretty much took out all of our, well, took out all of my SCVs, and that wasn't any good. It kind of sucked. So he sees this Colossus, all these Colossi, and that Warp Prism as well. The Dark Shrine should be somewhere, I think. And I do see all these Immortals. They do not have upgrades yet, but again, I think I am beating them in the upgrade game. I'm at 1-1 right now. He's at 2-1. Which again, I'm so glad, because it's really good to see. I'm glad. Because apparently in Heart of the Swarm they actually disabled you can select your allies, but I found the option to actually change that, and it changed. So this rich mineral fields will be taken out very quickly, and Assassin will be expanding over there. Rainer hasn't actually put an orbital on that. Very weird. And 24 SCVs just chilling. I think he actually takes this into consideration. You want about 16 workers on all your mineral patches, because it does slightly reduce it, I believe, but you know, the more probes you have, you know, that's going to fill up this expansion. It's going to fill up this expansion, which I'm actually taking. It's going to be hidden in the top right, but the Stalker is going to be looking for hidden bases. So the more probes you have, you know, the more you can do. Like, you can I can double expand here and be totally okay, because I can transfer some guys here, because these are running out, right? So basically what this is going to be, it's going to be a little cannon, so I'm going to put a pylon on the high ground for the cannons to shoot at, maybe. Delay some time. It might happen, might not. Who knows? So there should be a Dark Shrine, there it is, and there's going to be a Warp Prism drop soon. Where's that Warp Prism? I think we might have missed it, actually. Oh, wait. No. Wait. Hang on. So that Stalker, actually, I ping it. This charge lots will be getting some swipes off of the Stalker. I'm at 1-2. He is at 1-0. So I decide to move my army out. He decides to pull back, knowing that this has been compromised. But this army of 5 Colossus is going to be doing ridiculous damage. These Bioforces aren't upgraded either. So +1, even +2. I have +2. My guys are going to be tearing through Terran and Protoss. And there's actually nothing they can do about it. They can take out this army, but Phish does have a huge army back in reserve. So here we go. The Stalkers will be focusing down the pylon. So The Protoss army will be going to the top, Rainer's army will be going down to the bottom. I decided to pull back because of a concussive shell. This poor Zealot will be taken out, but I'd have to commit here because my forces will get flanked. The Charzots will be going against the Thors and all the siege tanks and pretty much everything over here. But at the same time, the Immortals will be trying to take down the Colossus. One does go down, but they're just doing so much damage, they can't actually be taken down. So you can see the Immortals will be trying to chase. There's DTs also in the mix, but I thought they were actually observers when I looked at this, but there are observers flying up in the field. But the Immortals all taken down. The Zealots are too much for the Immortals to handle. The DTs will be leaving, and that was pretty good. I think we took out pretty much everything, and Phish, in the meantime, took out an expansion down there. So there goes Assassin's expansion right there, and you know, that was pretty good. Honestly, this gold base, it's useless now. It's mined out. He can't do anything. That expansion there pretty much kept what kept Assassin in the game, but he does have a huge bank banked up, so it's not totally the end of the world. Observers will be coming out for me, just because I did see DTs, just because when Phish pulled back there, I saw... Where are they? There were DTs there. There they are. And they are now at +1/+1 shield, actually, +2/+1. So that is interesting. I am at +2/+2. +3 will be starting very soon, and as you can see, I have a huge bank, so gateways will be start slapped down over here just to get maxed out. There's is +3. More Colossus will be starting for me, and Rainer, I think he lifted off his main base. He did, and wow, he lifted off his main orbital and put it over here, and is building a new one for gas, but I don't think that's really cost efficient, let's be honest. So Phish, I believe, is going to be double expanding. There we go. So not a bad choice, honestly. There are those cannons that I finally speak of to defend it, and they don't know about this, but again, we don't know about that either, and we didn't know about the gold base that was going down at the time. So let's take a look at the units lost tab. Phish hasn't lost anything, right? That's totally fine. The thing I am looking for, and the thing is, you have to consider that Protoss do have, well, their army is very, very expensive. The Zealots cost 100 minerals. That's ridiculous. But anyway, the thing is with that battle is I did come out way on top. They don't have upgrades. I took out this expansion. Well, Phish took out that expansion. He lost 11,000 minerals, well, resources. And I only lost 79,000. So again, that's a huge win for me. And again, look at, I've expanded over here now, so I can pretty much reproduce my army at any rate because I have the tech, well, the production, I guess, not tech, but I have the production to support, you know, losing stuff. And Phish, you know, hasn't been touched at all, so he is going to be in great shape for a fight. These guys have lost so much. The Thors, I don't even think are upgraded. Not even the bio either. Actually, +1 on vehicles. So, +2 actually being researched for vehicles now. And more Vikings will be starting to be produced because you did see some Vikings. But, there are 7 Vikings? I think that's 7. Yeah, it's 7. But, again, the thing is, now that I know that I did so much damage, I'm not focusing on Colossus anymore. You know, I think I'm still going to build them, of course, because, you know, they lay waste to Protoss and, well, especially Terran armies, because Marines don't stand a chance. So, again, this Zealot-heavy force will take out Marauders, they'll take out siege tanks, and Vikings are pretty much useless because I don't have a lot of Colossus. So, a bunch of High Templar getting warped in, they're going to merge into Archons. There we go. So, Archons at this point, you know, pretty much seals the deal. Because, you know, what is he going to do? Assassin does have a decent Stalker count, and, not decent enough, of course, but I'm going to be moving out very soon, and That Colossus, wow, just hanging on there. So +3 on my Archons and, well, pretty much everything on the ground, and that is so deadly, especially the Archons with their is it burst? I forget what you call it. Hang on. AoE splash. That's what it's called. Splash. I had a brain fart there. Jeez. The splash damage from the Archons are just going to be so deadly. 34 damage flat out. And, you know, even that's against mechanical, that's against anything. And 47 against bio. So, we're going to be taking out this expansion. This is pretty much what's keeping Assassin in the game at this point. And Assassin does not have a lot. I'm maxed out. He is not. Right? So, of course, the siege tanks will be doing a lot of damage with +2, but I have +2 armor, so it kind of negates it. But of course, you know, they still do a lot of damage. So, bye-bye probes, you're all dead, and at this point, you know, what are you going to do? So, Phish's army, soaking up most of that. I'm going to focusing down the siege tanks with the Colossus. There's one swipe, and look, siege tanks don't stand a chance. There are 7, I believe. So here we go. Here's the main fight. The Vikings actually focusing the Colossus. They're going to be moving into all the Archons and Stalkers. As you can see, they get dangerously low. All of Assassin's army is pretty much gone. The only thing that's keeping those two in the game is all these Thors and siege tanks, but here are the charge lots coming in. The Marauders and Thors and siege tanks are not doing enough. The Colossus are actually still alive. Those Vikings trying to do their best to take them out, but that Colossus is still alive. He is at 7 kills, and the other is at 9. The siege tank's not doing what they need. The Immortals are actually Immortals in the mix for Phish. And there goes all the siege tanks. Marauders, dead. Medivacs. There's 6 of them. They were 6 of them, but now they're all dead. And there's nothing you can do at this point. The Archons sucking up most of that tank damage. Immortals sucking up most of the tank damage. You can't do much against Archons and Immortals. It's ridiculous. And this has been taken out. He was going to take that out anyway, and there's not much you could do. Assassin did not have, well, he gave it all to Raynor, and Raynor just didn't have anything, right? He was researching +3. I was almost at +3 armor, but it did not finish in time, which is very unfortunate. But were there any Zealots still? Oh, units. There was actually a Banshee on the field. There's a Banshee. And, there's still I still a Zealot. There he is. The only Zealot that survived in my army, which is very sad, honestly. Raynor had a decent SCV count. Too bad he didn't use it to its full extent. He was on 3 bases, though. Well, I wouldn't really call it a base anymore. But, yeah. And, turns out +3 Archons, kind of amazing. And Assassin had a DT. He was actually at +3, but armor is more important, honestly. Well, it depends. Depends on actually what you're going. If you're going for Immortal Archon, you know, those 2 units, definitely a good idea to get shields. Because Archons, they rely on shields. You know, they're mostly made up of shields. And only have 10 HP, so armor, you know, it's going to help a bit. A tiny, weensy, tiny little bit. But, you know, not that much. And, this Warp Prison, chilling out. It's like, yo, sup? I'm helpful. Sort of. Were there any Colossus? Actually, all my Colossus did go down. Colossus. But again, look at the units lost tab. That's something you never want to see as a Terran player. Losing more than a Protoss player. It depends on, you know, how the game goes, of course, but considering you lost about 200 more resources, that's bad. That's very bad. Because Protoss armies are worth so much. So much. And Phish barely losing anything. Like, he did an immaculate game. And he played very passive, very good game by him. They didn't check to see if we had expansions, which we did. And this expansion, barely up and running. Actually, it did get some decent amount of minerals off, but, yeah. So, you look at APM. There you go. And he is actually, anyway, so as you can see, we pretty much decimated what was left. That Banshees cost 3 supply. Is that actually true? I don't know. But there are 60 SCVs on the field, and I guess a Banshee is also one. But very, 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 very fun game, I have to admit, because I don't think they saw it coming. All that. It was just more of planning by us. I mean, you know, Phish did an amazing job. I really have to give him, like, credit for staying back, being very, very calm, not wasting all of his units on one dumb battle. And, yeah, it was a really good game. And, Robotics Bay, but no Colossus, actually. And, was that Armory? Trying to research +3. So, yeah, and it's a very, very fun game, I have to admit. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, that is me done for the day. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every like and comment, and, well, I haven't really gotten likes, comments, but, yeah, I appreciate everyone viewing it so far. It's been a blast. Just to say, I'm still alive, I'm still here, I'm still making videos. I will always make videos of Starcraft 2, because it is fun. And, so, yeah, thank you all for watching. This probe, he's kind of a hero probe, because, if you remember that Stalker way back, was shooting at this little guy, and, yeah. So, 1-2 for Phish. I'm so glad. I'm at 2-3, so I'd kind of crush his army, but, yeah, it was very fun. So, thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time.